Hello and welcome everyone to the second in what we hope will be a series of one-on-one interviews with beautiful and inspiring transgender showgirls. I'm your host, Clark Towson. I'm the president and the lead transgender advocate of Chrysalis Australia. We're a small, Melbourne-based non-profit group of dedicated volunteers that work to support the Australian transgender community. You might be aware of our work on YouTube. We do all the media creation for the Trans Showgirls and the Miss Gay and Miss Trans Australia International Group. The Trans Showgirls we work with love to perform on stage, and we've all been amazed at their singing and performing talents. The purpose of this series of interviews is to introduce you all to the trans showgirl performers and to give you all the opportunity to get to know their personalities, their interests, their work, and their good deeds in the LGBTIQ and the wider Australian community. Getting to know the trans showgirls is an amazing opportunity brought to you by Chrysalis Australia in close association with the Trans Showgirls, the Miss Gay and Miss Trans Australia International Group, and our team of dedicated volunteers and working partners, including the Pride of Our Footscray Community Bar and Media Exact. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We really appreciate having you here with us, and we're grateful that you've chosen to join us on this journey. These transgender interviews will be uploaded to social media platforms like Facebook and YouTube. Please like and share them on Facebook. On YouTube, please subscribe to the Trans Showgirls YouTube channel, and please turn on notifications so you know when we have posted a new interview. Chrysalis Australia is currently self-funded by myself, Clark Towson. We're most open to your support, and we would be forever grateful for your sponsorship. If you're interested in sponsorship opportunities, please contact me via my Facebook page. We can accept donations and sponsorship via PayPal, direct deposit, or via Bitcoin, both on-chain or via the Bitcoin Lightning Network. If you have any suggestions or tips, please use social media to contact with me. Please feel free to send me a friend request and a message, or you can call me and leave a message with me directly on +61 432 359 166. Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Today I would like to welcome our very special guest, Darlene, back to the show for part 2 of our interview. Darlene is a transgender singer, dancer, host, MC, cosplayer, comic book and collectibles fan. Darlene is a Singapore-born Australian transgender cabaret entertainer, singer, host, costume designer and stand-up comedian. Her transitional journey since the 90s has altered her life to a world of endless possibilities, from winning competitions at the Grand Mardi Gras, getting gigs by Australia's iconic Carlotta and Christy McNicol, being featured in a BBC documentary, and what holds a special place in her heart was the 2-hour concert with an LGBTIQ Orchestral band as the audience cheered, laughed, and enjoyed the show. Darlene expresses to us how grateful she is for the opportunities given to her as a trans woman here in Australia. A very big warm welcome back to the show, Darlene. Thank you so much for joining me today and for the opportunity to interview you for part 2 of our chat about the Sydney Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras 2022.
Hello, thank you so much for having me again. Very excited to be here.
Fantastic. So the first part of our interview was really, I think, warmly well received on YouTube. We've had a number of people who have contacted either yourself or myself and have said that they really enjoyed the first part of the interview and that they were keenly anticipating this part 2.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
It's great. I got a
Oh,
number of messages from people, so
what did they say?
I'm very happy about that. Well, they said that it was a great interview, and they thought it was well produced, and they learnt a lot from it, and they found you very interesting as a guest, as the first showgirl performer guest that we've had on the show before. So, yeah, it was great getting that feedback.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. You didn't tell me until now. I wasn't prepared for that. Well, makes me so happy that I could share. Like, what I share is um, generating resonance with some people, I suppose. If they are actually trans women. Did you know that the people that message you are trans women or just general audience?
There was a couple of trans women that messaged me, and just from having a look at the audience stats on YouTube, it was interesting seeing that the gender breakdown of who was looking at the videos. You know, we've got a number of videos on the Trans Showgirls YouTube channel, so it's always interesting to look at the data behind those videos, and you know who's looking at it from what part of the world and all that sort of
Oh,
thing. So it's good that we've got some positive feedback, because it was the first time that we've done an interview of this type, because before we were doing all the transgender cabaret performances,
yeah.
and you know, now we've branched out into doing these one-on-one interviews with performers themselves.
Wow. Which country is the most that
I,
listened?
I'd have to go through all the statistics and get an updated version of it. It's
Please let me
there's
know.
a
I'm
lot of
curious.
like it's there's a lot of different countries in the world that you don't expect that would be popular with transgender performance art, and I think probably it's best that we go through it another time with the stats of the channel. And it might actually be interesting to make those sorts of stats public in some way, because it is something that is very unique
It's
on YouTube.
educational for people to understand what goes on behind YouTube.
Yes,
And one
yes.
person that's going to be really good at all that is you. Definitely. Yes.
Well, thank you, Darlene. So I've prepared some interview questions for you today.
Okay.
You know, this is all about how you went at the 2022 Sydney Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras. Now I've seen some of the pictures that you sent me from the event. They look amazing,
Yes.
and it looks like you had a fantastic time. So, how did it all go?
It was so good. It's one of the best feelings I've ever had. Every single time I do Mardi Gras, that exhilaration, it, uh, it- when I was there, just because there's so much love all around you. Everybody is just exuding love and coming up to you and say, "Oh, hi. Oh my god, I love your costume." And I'll be like, "Oh, I like yours too." I always like to ask questions. I like, "What's your costume about? How come wow, how did you design this? How did you make this?" And they always appreciate that when you show interest in the details of their costume. And I do that because from a costumer's perspective. I'm very, very curious, and they can sense that. So the appreciation is very vice versa, back and forth. And that is the love and the excitement that I get so much from doing Mardi Gras. It's the best feeling ever. And this year, because we are in this loud, especially me, I was in my red, loud, very bright, strong red ball gown with ruffles. So it's attracting a lot of attention. Even my other princesses, too. We never stop people coming up to us taking photos. And we were at a point where we were so tired of our cheeks. We were like going, "Oh my god, my cheeks!" Because we've been, thank you, thank you. Like our cheeks are always like that, smiling. So we were like, "Oh my god, my cheeks!" It was so funny. It was so cool. It was such a wonderful feeling. The feeling of love and appreciation constantly, the whole entire time. That's all we've been getting, the aura of everybody's loving our costumes, and everybody keeps saying happy Mardi Gras, happy Mardi Gras, happy Mardi Gras, non-stop, all day, all night. And we were happy to say that back in return. Happy Mardi Gras! Happy Mardi Gras! Ah, Clark, you so have to come to Mardi Gras. I swear to God, you have to come. You have to actually be. Don't come and be a one of those media photographers and videographers who's in a corner. No, you have to, for example, join me in my float and be in it. You will get the love too, and people will be so appreciative. Even if you turn your camera for a second to capture someone for a little bit, they will post immediately straight away, and they will be like, "Oh, do you think I look good?" And you'll be like, "Of course." You'll be like, "No, no, don't worry. I'll make you look fabulous because you're so good at it." And they're gonna be so convinced, and then you get to give your cards to them. You get to network, and you get to share your specialty more. So basically, Mardi Gras is a beautiful experience, an all-round beautiful experience where everyone that was involved in it will always get more exposure from it. So it's win-win every single time. And this year is just the same.
Wow, that's really fantastic. I think, when I come to the Mardi Gras with you, I will I'll put down the cameras and the microphones and everything, and I'll wear a costume and I'll participate in the show so that I can feel that love and not be distracted by capturing the event or anything like that. 'Cause it sounds to me like being in the show, being a participant in the show, you're really getting the full experience
Yep,
of the Mardi Gras.
correct.
Um, yeah, it sounds amazing. I think maybe I'll either go as I saw a number of people in Superman costumes.
Yeah, the whole bunch of supers. A whole
Yeah,
bunch of supers. I met 4 or 5 of them at the press conference, which is a day before, and I had a couple of giggles with them, and they just loved my costume. And I was like, "Oh my god, do you go to Comic Cons?" "Oh my god, yes. One of my friends talked about it, and we're all planning to go this year." I said, all of you should go to Comic Con just like that. A whole bunch of you. It will be, you are going to cause a riot because you guys look so amazing. And they are so excited. They're like, "Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much." So I connected with them online, and I'm going to let them know about the Comic Con because some of their other friends, I think, have gone, but they were not there at the press conference. So they were telling us about them. I said, "Yeah, make sure you keep in touch with them and they'll tell you exactly when it is. And you have to come. You have to come." And they were asking me, "What are you going to wear at the upcoming Comic Con in June?" I said, "Oh, that I cannot say because I don't even know. My costume is not made, it's not ready. I have to have a sense of feeling of what I feel like I want to wear, which costume, which character resonates with me this year, which one I've read so far. So I will decide then. And I will never reveal, even if I know, because I am always into the element of surprise is extremely important for me." They're like, "Oh my god, that would make it so much more exciting." I said, "Yes." So I connected with them, and they were so beautiful and so friendly. We had a few giggles with them. Yes, it was a big group of them. I think there was about 30 of them, all wearing
yeah.
Superman, Supergirl, Superwoman outfits. It was so empowering.
Wow. And I know when we spoke about it some time ago, I told you that Superman resonates with me.
Oh
I
yes.
love, obviously, I love the first Superman movie, but I also love the Man of Steel
Mm-hmm.
movie, and the latest Superman. But if I was to go, I think I would definitely go as in the Christopher Reeve Superman outfit. So I think that's amazing. That was the original, and Christopher Reeve was just so amazing as Superman. And that was the groundbreaking movie, right? When it was created, it made
Correct.
such a difference. So, and I know when I messaged you about, and this was for a Halloween costume at one stage about a year ago, I asked your advice about that, and I
Correct.
was amazed with the feedback that you gave me. It wasn't just about me going as in the Superman costume, but you gave me a whole heap of advice about how the costume could be customized
Yep.
and perfected in a way that it would wow the crowd, because it wouldn't just be something off the shelf. It would be something that you've cast your keen eye over, and
Correct.
you said this is where to get the boots. This is how to get the costume so that it looks authentic. And I thought to myself back then, I thought, wow, next time I go to a Halloween and I dress up as Superman, or if I'm to come along to Mardi Gras as Superman, I will be messaging you first to get your advice about the costume.
Yeah, because when I hear someone say, "Oh, I would love to wear for example, a Superman costume." "Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I said, do you know where I can buy one? So they did not say much. They did not explain much. So I see that as a generic trying to find ideas where to buy a costume. But when I hear you explain how much you love Superman, the depth that you actually convey to me, I was like, wow, he's so into the Christopher Reeves. It meant so much. There's a deeper, deeper level of connection. So I cannot just say, oh, yep, there's a few here on eBay. Go click on it. No, I would rather you get it custom built, custom made, properly. All the chest piece should be made of urethane rubber and all that, so it looks so solid and really, really strong, and the quality is really good when you wear it, because you have a sense of achievement, and it would come full circle of your appreciation for the character more when you wear it. And I can sense you are going to channel Christopher Reeve easily, because you felt him of all the Superman that we have known throughout our lives, seeing on live action. I think you resonate well with Christopher Reeve. Then you will be channeling him because you feel like him, because you're wearing exactly almost 99% of a replica of his costume, and it has to be made that way to coincide, to level up with how deep you love Superman. And I reckon you'll be wanting to watch the Reeve Superman while wearing your costume, because I do that. I wear my Wonder Woman costume, I watch my Wonder Woman TV show, and I felt just like her. So you would do the same, trust me. You'll feel good wearing it too, watching it.
I think for people of my generation, I was born in 1979, and I grew up, watching the first Superman. So
Oh
it
yes.
really means a lot to me. So
Yeah, I remember when after I watched Superman, in at that time in Singapore, they had, for the kids, they had a Superman T-shirt with a cartoon Superman picture on the front chest, and it's like a, what do you call that? Those the one that the one that's printed throughout the entire T-shirt, not just a hot print on the front. Sublimation T-shirt, yeah. And then
Yeah.
at the back, they've got a little cape. And it goes all the way just until our waist length, because we were so little then. Everyone, all the kids were wearing it, and we were jumping off the shelves, of the chairs, of the dinner table, of the couch, of the coffee table. And then in the news, kids start to break their legs, break their arms. So those T-shirts were banned in Singapore because of that. It was hilarious. Superman movie came out, and suddenly the T-shirts were all banned. Singapore banned. Oh, we're not selling the T-shirts anymore. It's making kids jump and breaking all their bones. I remember that. My mom told me not to wear it ever again, so I couldn't wear it again. Yeah, it's
So it's
impacted
amazing, like,
socially.
looking at the photos, I didn't see any original Christopher Reeve style Superman costumes, but I did see Man of Steel Superman costumes. So
At the Mardi Gras.
yeah. So speaking about the costumes, how did you decide on your project for participating in the Mardi Gras?
My project, I've decided to do my princess stuff. Okay, I've been wanting to do princess ball gown for Mardi Gras for a very long time. I didn't feel like my ideas were I don't like that idea. And then when I did princesses, Disney princesses for the cons, I've already done that. Okay, I felt at that time I want to do Disney princess. Okay, ball gown. Okay, I did it for a con, and I also did it for a con that me and a couple of my friends, we run that con together for children at a shopping center in one of the suburbs. We did that for 3 years. It was successful. So, and I was the last one. I wore a Belle princess costume, so it felt right wearing that then. And all the while during Mardi Gras, those years that I did Mardi Gras, I was like, oh, maybe next year I'm going, no. And then earlier last year in June, I was like, maybe next year I will do princess ball gown, because yes, I want to do princess ball gown. Yes, because suddenly my mind wasn't clouded with all other different type of suggestions in my head that I want to do for Mardi Gras too. It was just clear. Princess ball gown, and then nothing else comes in. I want to wear showgirl costume or another type of costume. Nothing. It's just princess ball gown. It stayed in my mind for a month. That's it. I'm gonna do princess ball gown next year, and that cemented it, and that blocked out everything else. So I concentrated on creating my ball gowns. And that was when I started creating the costumes, and I decided to, okay, how am I going to do this? I can't just, okay, maybe I can get a few of my cosplayers to wear those Disney princesses because they're all princesses. I was like, I don't like that idea. Why? Because I've done it. When it comes to Mardi Gras, it has to be something I've never done. And then my mind went blank. So I just kept quiet. I just pushed it aside. And then suddenly it clicked. How about the colors of the rainbow? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Ball gown, ball gown, ball gown, ball gown, ball gown, ball gown. Wow. I got so excited. I was in Woolworth shopping, yes, buying my bread and my condensed milk. It was so strange. When I picked up my condensed milk, that idea came. I don't know what that condensed milk did to me, that can of condensed milk. And suddenly I decided, okay, I'm going to do that. So what did I do before I forget? I put back everything that I wanted to buy from my basket, ran out, go to the cafe, ordered my weak chai latte, sat down and wrote everything down before I forget. After I wrote everything down, that was when all the ideas came out. I want to do red princess, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then I'm going to design each of the corsets with different style, each of the sleeves different style. Oh, I want to add a back piece because it's Mardi Gras. If we were just to wear a little crown on our little princess updo hairstyle, it would just look, okay, they're just being pretty princesses. No, because it's Mardi Gras, it has to be showgirl, it has to be glitz and glamour. So I add this collar back piece, and I decided to change all the designs of it. So I sketch everything right there and then too. After 1.5 hours with my weak chai latte on the table, cold, I completely forgot to drink it because when ideas come, I get so excited, I quickly jot and draw. Jot and draw. Once it's all done, I was like, okay. And then the girl at the coffee club came up to me and says, Darlene, I've watched you. You didn't even drink. Oh my God, I forgot my weak chai latte. Yes, I was just going to say that. I said, oh, it's cold. She said, it's okay. My boss is not here. Give me that. I'll make you a new one. She was so sweet. So she made me a new one. And then when she came back to me, she said, what were you excited about? What were you writing? So I showed her and she's like, wow, this is going to look amazing. I said, don't you think? Yes, this is going to look great. And you are so good with costumes. And I've seen your pictures. You're going to look amazing. So it came full circle. The other day, I went to the cafe again and I showed her, remember I told you about my princesses? Yes. And I showed her. She's like, oh my God, I knew it was going to look good, but I didn't know it was going to be this good. You look so amazing. And they were all crowding, watching my phone, looking at the stuff. And I showed them a little snippet of I was featured in ABC. Oh my God, you look so amazing. It was so nice. They made me want to relive everything at Mardi Gras all over again the other day. It was such a wonderful experience. It came full circle when I went back to them. Yes, so that is how my idea started. It comes, I have to quickly jot it down, or else I'm going to completely forget. And after that, if I forget, I'm going to get the shits at myself all day long. Sorry, that's not a bad idea. That's not a good idea. Yes, artists are crazy. We're crazy.
When you have this sort of inspiration,
Yep.
you have ideas, and then things that inspire you. You sit down and you start writing things out.
Yep.
And you're sitting there, and it's like time stands still because you're getting out a flow of ideas down onto paper about a subject that you're very passionate about.
Correct.
And you want to make a difference about, and to show the world your inspiration, and to make it into like into a physical thing where you're making impact upon the world, on other people, so that they can see.
See, I have not. Basically, I have not done that yet. I was just creating the costumes first, and once I've created the designs, I put everything from my head out into paper. I have not put my heart yet out. My heart is where the depth of all my costumes come. So that comes after a month or so. I was like, okay, I'm doing these 6 colors of the rainbow. Okay. Yeah, I'm representing the flag. Okay. Uh, I'm not. What should I do? Okay, should I invite my trans girlfriends? Uh, I don't know. I am not that too keen on inviting my trans girlfriends because I've I don't know. I just don't feel that they connect with me. They just okay. I'm just going to be blunt here. I'm going to be honest. I don't care if they listen. They don't think my costumes are good enough. They don't think whatever I do is good enough up to their level. They always, yes, I get that feeling from them. They always think they're better. They always think my costumes is not up to their level. So they kind of dishearten me to want to invite them. So that was a no deal. And after that, I was just uh, a bit sad. So the next few weeks, I was very sad, thinking, "What? How am I gonna do this? Who am I going to invite?" And then one day, I got a message from one of my cosplay friends, and his mother is my friend from when I was at the taxi club, the trans club, a long time ago. I knew her from 2005. Ah, Natalie. Yes, I'm gonna invite her. She can be my yellow princess. Okay, I'm going to invite a woman, a genetic female to be. Why? Because she loves me for me. Okay, that is when everything from here comes from my heart. Okay, I'm going to find beautiful friends that love me and accept me for me. So I started looking, and that gave me another idea too. I was walking to the mall. When I was walking to the mall, I completely forgot. I walk and walk and walk till I pass the mall because I'm trying to brainstorm who I should add. I turned back, went into the cafe, I sat again, and I started brainstorming through my phone, through my Facebook. I decided to contact my ex store manager from when I was working at the beauty shop, and I called another lady friend of mine who became friends with me through my other trans girlfriends, and she has been wonderful to me all these years. We have been beautiful. The friendship has been so beautiful. So I invited a few of my friends that I have personal connection, personal love, and they have all loved me for me, accepted me as a trans woman, and don't care. You are my friend. I love you for you. So I will always be your friend. So that actually opened up my heart to invite them, to bring them together and do this with me. After I got them, I was so excited. Okay, that is what I want it to be. My beautiful friends, my individual friend, they don't know each other, but they are all good. I'm going to bring them all together, and we are going to celebrate their love and friendship and acceptance of me, this trans woman that I don't see myself as anything else but just another person. But they all say, "Oh my God, you're an amazing showgirl. You're gorgeous. How could you say you're just a mediocre?" That's just how I see myself. Don't ask me questions. Don't try and fight me on that, okay? So it was so nice that they said, "Yes, darling, yes," straight away. And one of them said, "Darling, I want green. I don't care. I want green." Okay, you got green. I haven't explained to you what you're going to wear. No, I don't care, darling. If it's one of the colors of the rainbow, I want green. Okay, you got green. Done. So I allocate each of them the color that I would like them to be in, except for Kimmy. Because Kimmy said, "Darling, I want green. Green is me." Okay, Kimmy, you have green. So yes, so I gave her the green, and then I directed the rest, and I also contacted a few more just in case something happens, they couldn't make it. And that actually happened. One of my orange princesses went back to Bangladesh for a holiday, celebrated with the family, and everybody there started to love and accept her for who she is. It was such a wonderful story, and she was still there. She could not do it. So I decided to have my backup. That was when I contacted my other orange princess, Fallon, and she works for Priceline, and I used to work with her. She was my store manager that looked after me. I wanted to quit at one point, but she told me, "It's okay. I will guide you. I will help you. It's going to be easy." She calmed me down. And I love her for that. She made working with her beautiful. And ever since then, my friendship with her never stopped. We kept in touch all the while, and it was always beautiful. She's so encouraging to me, and that is what I mean by my personal, beautiful relationships that I have with each and every one of my princesses that means so much to me.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, everything here happens joined together. All my princesses is coming from my heart. And then Mardi Gras announced the theme for this year's Mardi Gras is going to be United We Shine. I had goosebumps because my theme, I've already made that. I'm uniting all my beautiful friends for their love for me as a trans woman, for their acceptance of me as a trans woman, and we are going to shine. I'm uniting them all and we are going to shine together. That is a beautiful coincidence to the theme. So it's strengthening my ideas more. And that's it. Come October, I started buying pieces of the costumes. I spoke to my tailor. November, I started buying more. And December, I went to see my tailor. I gave everything to her. And from my mind, from my heart, together with my beautiful friends, the princesses of Mardi Gras was born.
That's really fantastic. I mean, it sounds to me that you love the experience of you're bringing people together and sharing your passion with people, having that personal touch, that connection, having the people around you that have a relationship with you, and these people who didn't know each other but they knew you, and bringing them together so that they get to know each other as well. It really sounds to me like that the Mardi Gras for you is about that personal connection and about bringing people together and being in an environment where people are celebrating being a member of the LGBTQ community and celebrating that acceptance, and it just sounds like a really amazing thing. So I mean, and you do this on a yearly basis. So in comparison to previous years, I want to ask you this year's experience, what and your project this year. Do you have anything specific about your project this year that you've really liked in comparison to say past projects, or are they all very sort of different? Tell me a little bit about that.
Um, the projects that, okay, first things first, I want to say straight out that now my Mardi Gras experience has been 9 times, and every single one of them, I love every single one of them. Every single one of them have their own unique story of the connection about my life and the celebration of my life at Mardi Gras. And Mardi Gras helped me to celebrate all those reasons I have every single Mardi Gras. To name the top few are the ones where I organize my own group, my own parade entrance. So far, there's three of them. So they are those three that resonate with me more so than anything else. And this year, that is what makes it more special than anything else because I managed to bring a few of my friends who don't know each other. And on the day when we all met, we felt like family straight away. We had giggles, the warmth between each other. And I had a makeup artist that I contacted from online who I've never met. And I just trust her for my instincts. She came and she became a part of the family too. And also, a few of them, even that makeup artist, they have never been to Mardi Gras. So that is the best feeling because this will be the Mardi Gras that is their first, and they will always remember their first time ever. Clark, just like how you remember your first time meeting a trans woman. So they will remember their first time being at Mardi Gras, and they were on TV. And they not some people come to Mardi Gras for the first time is they watch. Oh yeah, I've been to Mardi Gras. I watched. That was my first time. This one, their first time is being in the parade, being loved and celebrated, and being a showgirl at the same time, being a beautiful princess in a beautiful ball gown. And they
Yeah.
are going to remember that for the rest of their lives. That is their first. And that is the best feeling ever I'm taking from it this year.
That's really amazing, and that's what life is about: experiences and bringing people together and having those sorts of
Oh, those
special
experience you're talking
experiences.
about. Oh, yes, okay. I was talking about
And
the
I
other
know,
one.
I know with this year's Mardi Gras, you said that you were watching the weather very, very closely because we had terrible issues with the weather in Brisbane, which extended to New South Wales and to Sydney as well, with this downpour of just rain. And was there anything about this year's Mardi Gras that you did not like? Did the rain cause too many issues? How did that go? Because I know I saw you on television. I saw you on television, and it started to rain, and you got up and you
Oh my
walked up
god,
in the
you saw that.
live broadcast. And I was like, "Oh my god, look, she's walking away!" And
Yeah.
the person who was interviewing the group actually commented and said, "Oh, there she goes. There goes Darlene. It's starting to rain." And off you went into the grandstand.
Yes.
And then they cut to a picture and they showed you, and you were looking back at the camera. It was hilarious.
Oh my god, that was the press conference, okay? So we were all there, and the rain during the press conference, which is one day before Mardi Gras, it was rainy, and then it stopped raining, and then it drizzled very, very tiny, and then it stopped. The moment it stopped, we decided to walk from the press conference section of the little area. We went straight into the SCG itself. And they Channel 10 wanted to do it in SCG itself. Is it Channel 10? Yeah, Channel 10. They wanted to do it at SCG, inside the SCG on the grass. Okay. So when we walked in, the first thing I did was I touched with my palm on the grass and I shake. Oh, it's dry. Okay, so my gown is not going to get dirty because I don't want it to be dirty because tomorrow we've got the actual parade. I don't want it to be dirty today, and then tomorrow it'll be a mess already. And they got no time to dry clean. So it's dry. Okay. So we all decided to form a line. The interviewer, what's his name? I forgot his name. And Steven or something. I'm sorry, if I forget his name. Oh my god, if he's listening to this, I'm so embarrassed. And we were all standing in a line, and then I decided, if we're all going to be, he says, come together, come together, come together. I'm wearing a ball gown. I don't want my gown to be squashed and become like everyone else. So I said, okay, I'm going to sit in the middle in the front. He said, okay. Oh, yeah, okay, okay. So I decided to swing and make a big full circular so my whole gown would just spread out. And I sat right there. And then there was a few others that sat right behind. So it was a nice setup. So he decided to start interviewing. And then when I was sitting, I was waiting. When is he going to come to me? Oh, not yet. Okay. And then suddenly, cold wind started coming. And I went, uh-oh, shit. Oh, it's not gonna rain. Okay. And then suddenly it started. I was like, I set up. I was like, oh, okay. And then it started to pour. And I was like, okay, if this rain continues, should I go?
Oh, look, it's raining
Oh
now.
no, I really want to. I want him to interview me because I want to let him. I want him to know that I'm not doing it for the sake of, look, she looks amazing in a ball gown. Wow, wow, so beautiful, Mardi Gras. I don't want him to just pick that and put that on TV. I want to justify why I'm doing this. That's the reason why I want to be able to share with him so that he knows it's not for the sake of vanity. Oh, look at me, look at me, look, I'm beautiful, I'm stunning. I really hate that. That's too shallow. I want to have a reason for it. And that is why I want to be in that press conference. Oh no, it's starting to pour up. I was like, I'm not going to stay. I'm not going to do it. Nah, I don't care if I don't get to be on TV. I care more about my gown. That's it. So I started getting up. Oh, it was really pouring. So I started to walk because if I were to run, I'm going to fall face down flat. So I cannot run. I have to force myself to walk slow. I have no choice. So I walk really slow, but I started to walk really hasty. So from the back of me, it looked like I'm boom, 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 bouncing. And I didn't know they were laughing and pointing. I swear I did not know because all I'm hearing is shh, the rain. I was like, oh no. And then the advertisers, the company is so good. They actually ran up to me, helped assisted me, helped carry the gowns on both sides, and helped usher me into the stand under the shade. And the whole entire time, I was laughed at by everyone. And I didn't know that was happening until I went online. Everybody was talking about it. They would say, oh my God, you were hilarious. I said, what are you guys talking about? You ran. I said, I did not run. I walked away. Well, you look like you ran. The video turned and showed you. What video?
Yeah.
The press conference. I said, why they do that? Because it's funny. I said, oh my God, am I do I look like a joker? No, 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 no. It wasn't. It was funny. It was good, darling. It was funny. It was so candid. It was really nice. But he was talking about you. I was like, okay. What was he saying? No, he was saying, there's Darlene. Oh my God, she's avoiding the rain. She didn't want to get caught in the rain of her costumes. And he actually explained a little bit about what my costumes was. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you for that. Okay, then that guy, the interviewer actually came up to me and said, Darlene, you ran. That was so cute. We captured on film. I said, really? Did I look bad? No, darling, it was nice. I said, okay. And then he started asking more about my costume and we were talking and he says to me, wow, you are doing such a wonderful thing. You are bringing your straight friends who's never been to Mardi Gras and they don't know each other and you bring them together. I said, yes, united, and we're going to shine. That is so on point with the theme. I said, yes, that's amazing, darling. And thank you so much for that run. You made it for us. It's so funny. I said, really? Yes, it is. You have to chill. You are such a perfectionist. I said, I don't want to look like a clown. No, you did not look like a clown. You
No, you
looked
look like a
amazing.
perfectionist. You did look like a perfectionist. When I was watching it, I, I started laughing. I thought, look at that. The care that this person puts in to her costumes, right? She's here at a press conference for the media. It started to rain. That's attention to detail. That's a level of care that you put in to the event, to your costumes, to the people around you that you thought you would take off, make sure your costume doesn't get wet because you didn't want to have it ruined before the big event. So, like to me, it was a great thing to see. Like it actually made my day when I saw it
Oh
on
my
TV because I
God.
giggled about it and I thought, there's a perfectionist, there's a person who cares, right? And
Oh,
that's
thank you
that's a
for
big
seeing it that way.
that's a big thing in in my industry. I'm worked in IT for 21 years, high performance computing. That attention to detail is very very important in
Oh,
supercomputing and in IT in general.
yeah. Oh, thank God. Thank God. I hope everybody else see it the way you do. I
Yeah,
don't think
I'm
they
sure
do.
they did.
They were
Look,
laughing
I'm sure
though.
they
They were
no,
laughing.
no, but they weren't. There's a difference between
You were
making a
laughing
fool of
too.
yourself. Look, but you can make a fool of yourself, or you can do things in a way where people are laughing with you, not at you, and there's a
Okay,
big
cool.
difference
I'll take
in
that.
that.
So is that why you're laughing right now, right?
No, look, it's just brilliant. You can't understand, like for someone like me who spent 21 years working in high performance computing at the height of federal government research, scientific research work. The work that I did was I work with PhD level scientists who are obsessed about everything. So to me, I just thought it was brilliant. Okay, absolutely brilliant.
Okay. Oh, I'll take that.
Yeah,
All right. All right.
believe me, that's a big compliment. When a person from my world gives
Yep.
you a compliment about this, it means
Okay.
something.
Are you going to put this
Yeah.
footage up too? I can give you
Sure.
the footage.
Right.
I have it.
Yeah, yeah. If you've got it, for sure, we'll put it
Yes.
into your intelligent
Why not?
video.
It's already shown to the world, so why not? Yes, I'm able to laugh at it now, but at that time I was so worried. Yes, I couldn't care less about the press conference. Nah, I don't care. I don't care. Nah, I'm not gonna be on TV. Nah, I don't care. My costumes come first. That is all I was thinking about. Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't upset that I wasn't gonna be on TV with all that. I said, nah, it's okay. It's not meant to be for me. That's how I see it. But I didn't realize the camera turned around and faced me walking up the stairs. Oh my God. Yes.
So now that the event the Mardi Gras is over for 2022, what's next for you?
Oh, okay. Yes, I have my plans for next year. Yes, it's in the wraps right now. I don't want to reveal too much
Okay.
because when you reveal things too soon, there's so many copycats around. People who just want to copy and do it too, just to steal your thunder.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you are going to be a part of next year's
Oh,
event.
yes, because next
Yeah.
year Mardi Gras is combining with the World Pride. Yes, Sydney will be hosting World Pride next year. So I think it will be Mardi Gras and then World Pride, something like that. I'm not sure. They have not made it really, really clear what the program is going to be, but it's going to be a combined event. It's going to be big. So Mardi Gras next year will fall sometime in February, the last Saturday of February, and then they're going to continue with World Pride a little bit after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So I don't know how they're going to do the parade. One thing for sure, I know the parade is going to be on the streets, not
Yeah.
going to be in the SCG. And
Yeah.
to be honest, I'm going to miss being in the SCG. Why?
Yeah.
Because performing in the SCG, it's like, yeah, see, that's what I said. See, performing. It felt
Mm.
like a performance. It felt like
Yeah.
you go to a theater and watching a show. The lights and the sounds and the music and the introduction and the people were just appreciating you. And you did not just walk. The moment you walked in, you did not just keep walking nonstop until you finish and you just go. No, because each of the groups will have to wait to showcase. While they're doing the showcase, everyone else has to stop and wait. So that makes the whole thing start, stop, start, stop, start, stop. And that's a good thing because when we stop at the first section of the audience get to see us. And everyone did not have to jump over each other's shoulders like on the streets. It makes the streets dirty. It was a mess. People stepping on all kinds of things. When the whole thing was finished on the streets, there's bottles, broken glass, everything. It was so horrible. But this, it was so nice. Everybody was seated like in the cinemas. Everybody get to see us. We get to wave at everyone. And then we move the next section. We stop. We wave to everyone. We can show our appreciation to everyone. We can feel the love from everybody appreciating us, making the effort, looking fantastic. And they were just, oh my God, you look amazing. You look amazing. Wait, please come and look at me. I want to take a video. And I would just wave at them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It was so nice. It kept on going like that. And the whole entire time, the lights were shining on us. It felt like a show. That
Yeah.
feeling, I'm so going to miss. Because on the streets, it's not the same as that. On the streets, they don't have lights. You
Mm.
have to bring your own lights to shine on yourself. And in order to
Mm.
do that, you need a massive generator, the
Yeah.
portable generator. And if you have a vehicle, then you can put the generator. I'm not going to have a vehicle next year, but I'm going to have something. But my something, I don't think can put that generator there. So
Mm.
I don't know. I need to figure out. That's why after this whole thing is finished, later, I need to speak to Mr. Clark Towson to help me with the lighting, with a little bit of sound and lights. How do I put it in um my project for next year? Because
Mm.
I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, and you are going to I will need your ideas on how I can do this. So I might need your help, or else no one can see my float. Those floats that actually have a vehicle, they get lights on it so people can see. But for the rest of us that's just walking, usually it's quite dark unless we go into the section where they have the main stage with all the photographers, the VIP seatings in that corner of the street. Then it's all fully light up. Then you get to shine there. But after that
Mm.
onwards, it's just dark. And I don't want
Yeah.
that. I want to be light up. So that is what I'm going to miss about the SCG, because it felt like I'm doing an arena, I'm doing a concert in the stadium, the lights, oh, and everybody cheering and clapping, and they acknowledge, oh my God, the colors of the rainbow, LGBT rainbow, oh my God. And it's the best feeling. And the light was so bright, it made all our ball gowns pop. It makes
And
us
there
look
you
like we've
go.
got colors on each of our ball gowns: red, orange, yellow, green, blue. We just popped. So I'm going to
And
miss that next year.
yeah, so now, photography, videography was my is
Yeah,
my hobby. So the most important book that I read was actually called Light, Science, and Magic, and it's all about photographic lighting and the principles of lighting. The most important factor is the brightness of the lights. So,
correct.
in a place like the SCG, where you've got those big, massive lights that are there for the football and for the cricket, it's an amazing amount of light that's being flooded onto the field. So if you had, say, a float that was on the street that was going along, you would actually need some lighting on the float itself. It'd have to be some bright lighting, daylight color temperature, and you'd either need a generator or some batteries. Battery technology is getting better and better. I'm actually looking at upgrading my lighting technology. I use something called CFL globes, and what I did, I bought my lighting kit, my first one off eBay, and it's called a 5-head lighting kit. And I wasn't happy with the globes, but I realized that you could actually get more brightness out of these globes that was selling at Bunnings. This is over 10 years ago now, and I went and I bought a whole heap of these Bunnings CFL Nelson lights, and the amount of brightness that I can get from these lights is like a TV studio that I can light things up. But we've moved on these days. We've got LED lighting, which is more being used now, and there are advantages to LED lights. But when it comes to performing and this kind of artistic work, lighting is so very, very crucial. So any way that I can help you with that, I'd be most happy to help you with it.
The floodlights you mentioned at the SCG, although it was massive floodlights, but it wasn't blaring on our faces. It didn't wash us out, which I like. It was so high, but when we are so far in the middle, so when it comes to us, it was just like a nice shine.
Yeah,
Like how do you explain that? It illuminates you, but not blaring that make you all washed out. People taking photos that are sitting right at the top at the back, their photos were so clear.
yeah,
Although it was blaring, it was floodlights, it was heavy, but it
yeah,
wasn't making their photos look washed out. We were never
yeah,
washed out. And I love those lights. They're bright,
yeah,
but not too strong. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah, they're a form of lighting. The people who would have installed that lighting, they would have got the color temperature of the lights perfect
Ah.
for events.
So hang
So
on, color
there is
temperature as in not the bathroom white light.
so there is when it comes to lighting, there is a color temperature. So you've got cool lights, you've got warm lights, and
Yes,
then
correct.
there's something in between, and it's measured in Kelvin. Now, the particular globes that I use are between 5,050 to 5,500 Kelvin, which is a daylight color temperature.
Yep.
So the people who installed those lights for the SCG, they would have selected a somewhere within that range between 5,000 to 5,500 Kelvin. And the way that they've got the lights focused, they would have done something with the lights to make sure that by the time it gets down to the people who are on the ground level, the brightness is perfect and it gives a good skin tone based on that color temperature of the lighting. There lighting is a very, very important topic
Yes. Yes.
that is often overlooked by people. And I know that, when it comes to if you had a float on the street and if there's poor lighting everywhere else, but your particular float has got amazing lighting, that is, the color temperature is right, the
Yep.
brightness of light,
Yep.
the brightness is right, and the way that it's focused on you is right, you will get an amazing result for the people who are watching in the crowd and
Yes.
for anybody who is recording you on
Yes.
camera.
That is what
Mm,
I'm worried about for my next year. One, but
yeah,
I need to show you exactly what I'm doing. Then you will understand how I'll tell you where the strategic places I want to be light up. Then
yeah.
you'll understand what I want to do, and
Uh,
then I will need your ideas from then how to illuminate me that way. And I don't want to be illuminated by the bathroom light.
Yeah, no, the
Yeah.
bathroom light is doesn't have enough brightness. But a very good event that I watched when I was doing before I started work on the Trans Showgirls events, I actually went through each of the Victoria's Secret fashion shows
I'm
over the
obsessed with those shows.
over the last 10 years. And what
Oh,
I
yes.
did, I sat down and I had a look. I loved seeing the behind the scenes stuff. And back in 2013, that fashion show, they actually had a lot of the stuff they showed behind the scenes. And you
Oh,
could
yes.
see on camera where the lights were positioned. You could see their communication, how they communicated with each other
Oh,
with
yes.
headsets. and there were a whole lot of other things going on that you could actually see. And what I did, I actually wrote a document that is all about how they achieved that, just based on what I saw, and that
Yep.
all went into the Trans Showgirls videos that you see on the Trans Showgirls YouTube channel, with the
Yes.
level of lighting that we've got in those shows. And that fed into even at Pride Bar, where Matt, the CEO of the bar, upgraded the lighting system, because he knew that if he upgraded the lighting, he would have a better result on stage for the performers and for everybody else watching the show in person as well as at home.
The connection I have with the 2013 Victoria's Secret fashion show is that year I did my own Darlene's Transsexual Angels float. And that was where I created 8 costumes with wings, different types of wings, different types of costumes. And I invited 7 of my trans girlfriends back then that I was close to in the order of my friendship. And that is my connection to that. And that particular year, those costumes that we were in, we won the award for Best Costumes Award at the Mardi Gras.
Wow, that's
So
really
you have your connection there with the Victoria's Secrets for the lighting. You see, your connection is behind the scenes. My connection is in front of the cameras.
yeah.
Yeah, so we have a similar connection there. And I was obsessed with that whole show. Even back then, I said, I wish there's a trans woman that could be in it back then. Fine. They're not gonna have trans women. That's it. I'm gonna do my own. So 2013, I decided to create my own Victoria's Secret fashion show on at Mardi
Yeah.
Gras. Do you know what I mean? Yes.
Yeah.
And
Look,
then
yeah.
ever since then, they started to want to have trans. It's a bit too late
Yes.
now, and the whole thing's gone because they were
Well,
just
yeah.
not welcoming to the trans community.
Yes. Well, Victoria's Secret, they haven't been having the fashion shows,
No,
not
it's
just
gone. It's
because
finished now.
it's gone. Yeah, not just
Done.
because COVID came, but because there were other things that they weren't fast enough in recognizing that the market had changed, and they,
Yep.
they needed to be more focused on what women want and representing women
In all the
in
different
terms of.
sizes
Correct.
as
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they gained a lot of backlash for the Angels, and in terms of how much.
Because it's promoting people to go skinny, and that's not a
Mm,
healthy look, you know?
mm,
Yeah, and the only
mm.
reason I watch the show is to watch the lighting,
And the costumes.
how the
Mm,
staging, because if I were to do a show, if I were to do my own cabaret show, I want the lighting to be something like that. I love
yeah.
the props on the stage. I love the
Yeah.
idea of it. And I love
Yeah.
when they come out, it's the dark shadow. And then the moment they come to the front, boom, the light shines on them. I
Yeah.
love all that. And then, of course, the costumes. The costumes are okay. I'm more focused on the wings. I want to
Mm,
see the front, and then when they take the angle of the camera, always take the one that's coming towards the camera, and then once the angel turns, they started to focus on the next one that's coming to the front. But my eyes would be watching on the side of the screen to see the back of the other angel where I
yeah.
screenshot. So I got the idea of what the back of the wings look like. And that
Yeah.
is how I learned to design my costumes and the formula of how I want the costumes to be and how it look at the back, because it almost looks different from the back to the front. Yeah, so I need to see all that. So I was looking at it in different light of the whole entire show. I wanted to
Yeah.
appreciate, and then backstage, how they get ready, and who's helping them, how many people were helping with that angel costume. Sometimes you get to see that only in the little corner on the side. Ah, they need 3 people to hold that wing, so that must be really, really massive. Okay, and then when they lifted the wings, I could see the roughly the size of that wings with that guy. Oh, so it's quite, that is how big it is. Okay, so if I were to make mine, I can make it this way, this way, this way. So I was looking at all that details to do my angels floats. And I was obsessed with Victoria's Secret because of those. And I downloaded, oops, from the first one till the end, from 2001 until the end. And
Yeah.
they missed out in 2014 because of Janet Jackson's a wardrobe malfunction. That year they did not do it, and then they
Yeah.
continued the following year. But I recorded, oops, all of them because I used to play that on TV for inspiration. You know, yes, and the models, they were just And the way they walk, I learned from there. I try to teach the girls how to
Yeah.
walk like them. Imagine you are one of them, build confidence with all of them, because I think I think all of them are all my trans girlfriends are just vain like me. We love parading and showing off. So we were enjoying ourselves. We don't need to be taught how to catwalk. We just love catwalking. But the moment we see our friends, that catwalk model image got lost. We just went, oh my god, hi. I got a catwalk. Okay, girl, bye. And then we catwalk again. So it was hilarious. Yes, we were being caricature, and the moment we see our friends, oh hi, oh my god, hi, oh my god, bye, gotta go, bye. Oh, catwalk. Sorry. So that was what my takeaway from the 2013 Victoria's Secret fashion show. I'm glad we have this little shared takeaway from that show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it shows that you've got that level of attention to detail, that you've
Yes,
analysed the events. You've analysed it sometimes for different reasons than what I've analysed it for, but it's for the same end result, so that you can
correct.
have,
Yeah,
a great end
you are
result.
extremely detailed with all that, and so am I in my lane. I'm just as detailed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
We have
that,
to.
and that,
We have
yeah,
to.
that's where you got to be. Yeah,
Like in your
absolutely.
case, every single wire counts.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Yes, for
Yeah,
me, every single feather count in that
yeah,
parade. Yes, so,
yeah.
yes, every single wire and every single feather. Yes,
Yeah. It's very important, and it takes a village to put together these shows. There's a lot of attention to detail required. But
yep,
look, Darlene, thanks so much for being here today and for the opportunity to interview you again about the Sydney Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras. It's been amazing
yes,
interviewing you for this second time and hearing how you went at the event. And thank you to the viewers as well for tuning in for this part 2 interview with Darlene. It's been great having you along for this journey, and I hope that you all tune in for future interviews with amazing transgender showgirls. So please remember to share, like, comment, subscribe, share on your Facebook stories. You can add me on your socials, and you can very much help and have a great impact on people's lives by sharing this video podcast. So all the best, everyone. I'm Clark Towson, lead transgender advocate of Chrysalis Australia, the Melbourne-based non-profit group of dedicated volunteers that work to help support the Australian transgender community. So thanks so much, Darlene. And people can add you on their socials as well. Super Showgirl
yes,
Cosplay.
correct. Super Showgirl Cosplay in Facebook, and also at Super Showgirl Cosplay on Instagram. And I also want to say thank you to Clark for having me again for this part 2. It means so much to me that I get to be in the part 2. I wasn't sure I get to be in part 2 or not. If the first one, the rating was bad, oh, she's not welcome. But thank God the rating was good and everybody loved me. So I'm back. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for listening in. Thank you for enjoying that first part, and I hope you all also enjoy this second part. And if you want more, leave in the comments below. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Darlene. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.